So they say the word conspiracy theory.
Well,
That's
the
all
theory
made up.
is the only thing that's the problem. The conspiracy to conspire is not an issue.
Yeah, but that is the truth. And that is why we should just call it out when we see it. This is what's happening. These people are conspiring. Like, that's what I do. And here's a document you can look at to see when they've done it in the past, and this is what's happening now. And I also listen to people. I don't gaslight people. So if an artist comes to me and says, I've been told to record something demonic, or I had a conversation with Amber Rose, and she a couple of weeks ago, and it was a lot of her telling me that she was basically just being pushed by people that you need to be more sexual, I accept that, obviously, at a certain point, and this gets into why you were saying why I won't bend for money. I wouldn't do it. I'm built different, but I also acknowledge that these people are being pushed in a certain direction. Women, you're being told, can you make it sexier? I will not accept. The conspiracy to me is to try to convince me that the times have changed, and we went from, in the Black community, producing Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston to what really Black people really want to hear right now is Sexy Red. And so that's the reason why these record labels are going to Sexy Red and offering her a deal. I refuse to believe that. Okay, so yes, power is held by these labels when they go out, and I don't mean that as any disrespect to her. What I am saying is that frequencies are real.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Frequencies impact your spirit. You and I know that.
There's been brothels and strip clubs and stuff since the oldest profession.
I'm talking about music.
So,
right?
Okay, and like you said,
I'm talking, yes, and you are correct, but Confucius said, listen to the music.
And you'll be able to know the
and there's a reason for that.
Society.
He knew this. This Chinese philosopher knew this back when, and this people who, in my viewpoint, have a lot of power in the music industry also understand that.
Okay, so this is a question that has been explored for years, right? It's a conspiracy theory that people have been going back and forth about. Is Hollywood demonic? And honestly, I feel like as an adult, as a kid, I didn't really quite see it, right? Because I was kind of like fluttered with everything that was going on, the glitz and the glam and everything of that nature. But when you kind of break it down and you get to the nitty gritty, you do see that Hollywood does have certain demonic tendencies, certain demonic underwaves to it. And you'd be like, oh no, oh no, oh no. But outside of the demonic undertone that is present in certain music and in certain things, let's talk about the brainwashing as well that it has upon the younger generation, right? Upon the youth, because not only are there those demonic undertones, right? And what they want to do, they want to make wrong rights and rights wrong. We also have kids, essentially young children, looking at what is wrong and seeing people being rewarded for it, right? So somebody ran down on a man and shot him up, black, and is now rapping about it, and he's now a millionaire, multi-millionaire, right? With all these friends, with all these accolades, with all these different things. So we've kind of like, in a way, rewarded, and I think it's a part of the programming that, the people way above my pay grade kind of want it to be like, where you're programming people to be rewarded for the wrong things. I get it. Some people feel like, oh, it's an expression. Music is an expression of certain things. Yeah, but you can also express yourself in many different ways, right? You can express yourself in many different ways. You don't have to be volatile to express yourself. You know what I mean? And I just feel like at the end of the day, Candace Owens is not my favorite person. But when she speaks facts, I'd be like, I'm ready to listen. When she speaks facts, sometimes she be speaking and I'd be like, Candace, stop blowing smoke, but sometimes she does have this tendency to speak facts. And I do feel like, the Hollywood is very demonic. And I'm not saying every person in Hollywood is demonic. I'm not saying everyone in Hollywood is demonic. I just feel like there are certain people who have a particular agenda that they are pushing, and it gets blinded by the glitz and the glam and the ass shaking and the guns and the plock, plock, plock and the all the different ad libs and all of these different things. It glosses over the underlying message, right? Because at the end of the day, rap, if it is an expression, right, of what the person feel, don't you feel like you can feel positive things? Can't you feel motivational things? And that's why I really and truly do. Onika is my favorite rapper because she raps, but does she have her sexualized songs? Absolutely. But she also expresses her realness when she raps Pills and Potions, Moment for Life, when she does all these different songs, when she just gets on a song, it's not just about pussy popping on a handstand. She makes it about, hey, real life, real life. So even though rap is supposed to be, they say it's supposed to be an expression of what the artist is feeling, we don't have to always select artists that is feeling anger and feeling guns and feeling like popping their pussy on a handstand. We could pick different artists who feel something that can teach the youth and teach people and feed them things, but that's not quite what they want. And I think that leans into what Candace Owens was saying, like, how do we go from a Whitney Houston and a Michael Jackson to a Sexy Red? And again, that's no knock to Sexy Red, but gonorrhea lip gloss, come on. What are we saying? We're trying to normalize and make okay something that isn't okay. And but anyway, that's just my take on it. Don't forget to share your take. We'll talk later. Bye.